All right. Oh man, we got an interesting one planned today, boys. You know, somebody left a comment in the in one of the videos. They're like, Alex, if you're renting out one trailer and the other driver needs, now I'm not saying he sounds like this, but if the other driver is using your other trailer and you have only 2 trailers, that means your truck doesn't have a trailer. Correct. And that's what we're doing today. We're picking up a new trailer. Boys, this is, you know, so right here, look, I already packed up my bag. Obviously, this is my office. Look, I got some of this sound deadening, which has been helping out a lot. It's all across, like it's all behind this green screen and whatnot. So, you know, now if you're wondering, well, Alex, why do you even need a green screen? Well, here you go. And then I could be here. Oh man, this is... Goodness gracious, do you see what's going on right now? Obviously, all jokes aside, guys, yes, we are picking up a new trailer. Yes, this is gonna be something a little bit different. It's a little bit different kind of a trailer, and a couple reasons, okay? Now, first and foremost, I was on Facebook Marketplace looking and looking. I was on Craigslist and looking. And it's really hard to find a tandem axle single wheel trailer. It's really hard to find that's on the longer side. But the reason I'm actually buying a used trailer right now is because I ordered 2 new 16GNs, but they're like 4 months out. And I've come to realize that having an extra trailer is not a bad thing. So right now I'm gonna go pick this thing up, or that's what we're gonna go do together. We're gonna go grab this thing. I'm obviously in Texas. The trailer's obviously well, not obviously, but the trailer's in Missouri. And so we're gonna go all the way up to Missouri and pick up this awesome trailer. I'm pretty excited, but first things first, we gotta take out some money. So we're gonna stop by the bank and get a cashier's check first. I already packed my backpack. I gotta take a couple things with me. So that's what we're doing in this video. Let's go grab the truck, start it up, and hit the road. Boom, just like that, got a cashier's check. You know, let's go pick up ourselves a new trailer. You know, I'm not even gonna put it in the thumbnail so you guys can't even see what it is, but it's sick, okay? You guys gotta watch all the way till the end, okay? Now, guys, let's get serious, because I know you have questions, and one of those questions might be, Alex, come on, be honest. What kind of MPG are you getting when you're deadheading to get your new trailer? Well, I'm glad you asked, okay? Because I have the numbers for you right here. I did 2 fill-ups, even though I definitely did not need 2 fill-ups. Obviously, the first one, I kind of just topped it off, and the second one, I also just topped it off. And so I ended up filling up only for 11.304 gallons, okay? And so when you do the math, it was 197 miles apart, and I got a whopping total of 17.422 miles per gallon. So now you know a 2020 F350 dually with one just toolbox in the back and some tarps and empty gets 17.422 miles to the gallon. Now, obviously, guys, it's a little challenging to make it from Texas to Missouri in one day and the dealership be open. So yeah, that's why we're gonna stay at the hotel right here, and then tomorrow morning we'll go grab this thing first thing in the morning. But let me get checked in real quick, and then let me talk to you guys in just a couple seconds. All right, so guys, I got the room. How about we do this? I'm gonna get some rest, and we'll pick this up at the dealership, looking at the trailer in 3, 2, 1. That's right, here it is, a white trailer. Guys, that's what it, look at, load trail. You know, already I could tell you there's already some things I'm like, what is this? What is that? But anyways, excuse me. So Alex, what's the whole point of this trailer? Why are you getting a load trail? Why are you getting this car hauler style? You know, and those are all valid questions, but let me tell you how hard it was to find a trailer that's 40 feet long and that is that's a tandem axle, right? Like I said in the beginning. Wow, it was challenging to say the least. So so I found this thing on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm like, dude, I better scoop it up. And so the cool part is the deck is 102 wide, right? That's one important part when you get in a car hauler. And the other important part is drive over ramps, right? Oh, wow. Okay, so you see the problem? There would be nowhere to strap the... If you put a load right here, there's nowhere to strap it down because the rub rail ends. Oh, wow, okay. All right, well, that's going to be interesting. So you put your load up there and you'll put a vehicle back here. That's the rules. I don't know what this is. What is this? I don't know. But anyways, guys, you know, you'll see this trailer more and more in the next video, so make sure you subscribe. But I'm pumped. I mean, a white trailer gets really rusty and looks like garbage really fast. So I'm excited that this thing looks pretty cool and it's gonna make me stand out, but I'm also not excited because it's gonna be more maintenance. But I'm gonna weigh this thing. The dealership isn't even open, so I'm gonna wait for them to get open, and then I will go weigh this thing. We'll see how much we weigh, and then let's hit, well, here, let me do all that stuff and let's hit the road. Let me explain to you guys why I bought a car hauler style trailer. So here's what I've realized now in the business, right? And this kind of stems that, like, now that I'm doing, you know, more dispatching, and I'm doing it a little differently than when I dispatch myself, because now I have that one driver that's now driving. I've realized that it's not that you definitely don't make more money doing short runs, but it's not significantly less like I always thought, right? And I always thought like you would make way less money by doing local instead of like, not local, like short hops, you know, like 300 miles or so, than you would if you're doing long haul, because at the end of the day, the more miles you do in a day, the better off you usually are, right? Well, with a company driver that I've been dispatching for the last couple weeks, I very, very quickly realized that I am nervous about booking vehicles for the driver because I know the 16 GN that I have, the deck over, it's just too tall. It's probably good for like pickup trucks, and that's it, nothing else. And that creates a problem now, because I've noticed that usually I can get a okay partial for about $1.50, $1.60, okay partial. The problem is often you do not have enough time. You run out of time to go to the next business to pick up a remaining partial. But because the delivery is only 300 to 400 miles away, that means you need to be there the next day. And so what you want to do is you want to pair up a vehicle, because a vehicle you can pick up at 7 p.m., at 6 p.m. when everything is already closed. You can then do that and like get a little extra cash. And so I basically realized that if I really want to maximize my profit with my driver, the driver needs to pull a low boy. Or, I mean, that's the theory so far. We're gonna test it out. You know full well I'm gonna update you guys on the channel of exactly how it's different. But the 16 GN I think is a freaking phenomenal, perfect trailer if you're doing like longer hauls. But if you're gonna do short little jumps like I do, guys, like I'm gonna do a weekly breakdown with my driver, like how far his loads go. Like I booked him a load, he picked it up this morning, and he's already delivered it, and that was at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was literally going like 180 miles, paying $500. Like that's I mean, you know, now granted, sure, it's like, oh, well, that means he only made 500 miles today. Well, technically, yes. But at $1.80, it's a good enough rate per mile where it's like, or I mean, at 180 miles, that's like over 200 or over $2 a mile. So like the rate per mile is good. So that's, but the only reason we missed out on a load was because I couldn't find anything else, but he had room for a vehicle. And so I was like, well, I don't want to get him, you know, even a RAV4. A RAV4 is a little bit, you know, crossover. It's only like 3,500 pounds, but I couldn't even book him that because I know it'll high center on the deck over. And so that's the whole point of getting this low boy trailer, so that you could stack like, you know, 25 or 22 feet of freight, and then get yourself a little crossover or some kind of car on the back. And between those two things, or between those two pieces of, between those two items that it would be transported, I'm thinking the rate should go up. So that's gonna be the plan. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed. We're gonna see how it goes. And you know full well I'm gonna update you guys on the channel. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.